Sometimes a football game isn't just about X's and O's. It's not about who has the more clever scheme or more talented quarterback. Sometimes a game comes down to something more primal. It comes down to will. It becomes a contest of which team can impose its physical dominance on the other until one of them simply breaks. And on Monday Night Football, in a game that was supposed to be a showdown between two Super Bowl contenders, the Detroit Lions didn't just beat the Baltimore Ravens, they physically broke them. The final score was 38-30, but that number is a lie. It doesn't tell the real story. It doesn't tell you how one team ran for 224 yards while the other was held to just 85. It doesn't tell you how one quarterback was kept perfectly clean without a single sack while the other was thrown to the turf 7 different times. This wasn't a close game that got away from the Baltimore Ravens. This was a systematic, bone-rattling dismantling at the line of scrimmage. This was a statement. This was Dan Campbell's vision for this team, built over 5 years, coming to life in its most terrifying form. Let's break down how the Lions, play by play, punch by punch, broke the Baltimore Ravens. Let's get into it. Welcome to Blue Collar Blitz Podcast. I'm your host, Maverick.
I'm Big O.
That was a hell of a game.
Man.
That was a hell of a game. If I had to sum that game up into one word, it was dope. It was dope.
I ain't even mad at that.
Let's start off with the run game, man. What do you think about this run game?
Man, I love that they kept the ball running. I love that, and they kept pushing them.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, that's working with the clock. The run game was working. It was working. Because they was just punch. I was shocked. I thought we was gonna get shut down by their defense, and it was just the opposite. They just kept bulldozing. And I was impressed.
10 minutes and 48 seconds off the clock on that 98-yard drive. 18 plays, 98 yards. What can you do about that?
Nothing.
Kept their offense off the field, kept Baltimore's offense off the field. I love to see it.
I know they had a discussion with defense coaching and the defense after that, because for them to just keep on pushing like, nope.
Mm-hmm.
And I know their defense had to be tired. They just had to be tired,
So I was at the bar with two of my boys, and one of them is a Ravens fan. He's a Lions fan every week until we play the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he was screaming about the defense, like he's like, Roquan Smith, you got to hit the hole. What are you doing? Like, we all left the game hoarse that night.
Right.
He kept screaming about Smith, and I'm like, it's okay, man. Do you need a hug? Like, you need to woo-sah. It's going to be all right. Like, Smith is doing the best he can at the age that he is. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
He was not happy at all.
I bet he wasn't. I mean,
what can you do with, like, I'm looking at the stats right now. What can you do when Montgomery is averaging 12.6 yards per carry? 12 carries, 151 yards. That's insane. That's insane. Gibbs with the 22 carries, 67 yards. They both had 2 touchdowns. And like Goff said after the game, like, pick your poison. We can hit you with the speed, you know what I'm saying, or we can ground and pound with Montgomery. And he was losing it. I thoroughly enjoyed that night.
I know you did. I'm mad that I didn't come out. I just wouldn't. I didn't want to take that chance.
I get it.
I didn't want to take that chance.
We won't put that on the podcast. But
I'm not. But I so badly wanted to be there. I'm like, I wish I was there, because I know it had to be loud. It had to be loud.
Man, it was so live. It was live.
But
that's what I like to see. And I know for this game, a lot of local podcasters and the fans were praising the running backs. But I like to start from the where it all begins, and that's the line play. The offensive line play, night and day from week 1 to week 3.
That still makes me think about our first game.
Mm-hmm.
And that we talked about. If they just let the main roster up first, play one of the preseason games,
Mhm.
I think it would have been a total different game.
They would have been more prepared for week 1 if they got some preseason action.
If they got some, I mean, because what we've been seeing these last couple of the games is how
Mhm.
they was playing,
Mhm.
last season. And they just came with that first game, like, confused and not really know what was going on.
Mhm.
So, I don't know. That is
I
my opinion.
agree.
That's
I
my
agree. I say it every year. I'm like, let them get it, 1 to 2 drives in the last game, get their feet wet a little bit, and we can go from there. But I'm just happy they got it together. Shout out to Tate Ratledge. He was the second highest rated O lineman according to PFF in that game, right behind Panay Sewell. Like watching him block and get up to the next level and keeping that pocket clean and creating holes for Montgomery and Gibbs.
well,
He's starting to look like he did in Oklahoma. I mean, not Oklahoma, in Georgia. So
and
I'm
I got to give my Michigan boy his props too, because Hutch did his thing.
we gonna get to the D line.
I'm
We
just
go
saying.
we gonna get to the D
shot.
line. Because when we get to the D line, I got some questions for the viewers out there. But I wanted to get the O line some love because
I know. But
when 2 weeks ago, a lot of people were on my head like they gonna get it together and this and that, and it's like I'm not worried about if they're going to get it together. I just need them to get it together,
right,
so we can move forward. And they've done that the last 2 weeks, so
right.
I have zero complaints. You kept Goff totally protected for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing to say. My hat's off to the O-line. You know what I'm saying? I got to get them some love because a lot of time they're the unsung heroes.
0 sacks, baby.
Exactly. Now, moving over to the defensive line, I know you want to shout out your boy. I'm gonna let you get started with Hutch. Go ahead.
Hutch, he a dog, baby. He just did his thing. Go blue. I'm just saying. He did his thing. Wow. I'm just saying. Boy, look. He was so amped. He was so hyped. I mean, and I like when he is good as he is, because he straight up looked like he loves what he do.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? He hyped with it. He take it back to his guys. They just, man, I loved it. I just loved it. I mean, he ain't doing it by himself, but that's my dog. That's
I mean, we knew he would bounce back, and we knew, what I'm saying, that he would need some help because no one can do it alone. I'm glad that. Well, I feel like we can finally put this argument to rest. I'm gonna get stoned in the comments, but it is what it is.
Talk to me.
When I saw Muhammad playing last year, I said he needs to be on the field more. Last season, Mr. Glass went down last week with this sack, and Muhammad stepped in, and he did his thing. Now the question was, all right, this is the true test. Because we got Lamar Jackson coming in. Don't spit your coffee out.
I almost had me calling him Mr. Glass, man. You almost got me. You almost got me.
Listen, Mr. Glass went down last week, and this was my prediction. People thought I was nuts. I said the Lions will win in a close game as long as we can contain Jackson, right? I said, in my opinion, we need to make sure we have speed on the field to contain them. Muhammad, was obviously faster than Mr. Glass. Davenport. And I was kind of up in the air as to whether or not we should have, maybe put Grant Stewart in on some third down plays because, we know how fast he is at linebacker. But they did it without him, having to necessarily get in the starting lineup. But I'm like, as long as we can hold him, we're good. Okay. He did exactly what we needed him to do. 2.5 sacks. You know what I'm saying? He held that pocket. He contained. So Jackson couldn't really go anywhere. He did exactly what I thought he needed to do. And I feel like we might be able to put to rest this whole like trade for a DN and this and that. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't go out and grab a younger DN in the upcoming draft, but I feel like we can put this whole thing to rest, every week with we didn't bring Smith back and we gotta go try to get Trey Hendrickson and this and that. I'm fine with our D line.
I don't Hey, it ain't broken. Don't fix it.
It looked broken at times. But at the same time, Muhammad wasn't out there. We didn't have Muhammad out there. It was either it was Smith out there, and then the beginning of this season it was Davenport. He's been hurt, but I'm like, just give him a chance. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah.
And I don't have an issue with him going the rest of the season being the starter. I don't think we need to look any further
until he mess up, and then you could be like, oh, we need to go back out there.
I know. So I try not to jump the gun. I'm gonna be honest with my assessments, but if you mess up, I'm on your ass. If you step up and do better, I give the praise. But I try to look at long term and historically what you've done and what I know you're capable of to then give my assessment. So if he goes out here against the Browns and he can't get it done, okay, well, we got to bounce back. But you got 2 games under your belt. You got 3.5 sacks.
Right.
So let's see what you do in the next game. Now, we get 2-3 games out of here, and I'm like, all right, well, he can't get pressure. Because to me, it's not always just about the sacks. If you can create enough pressure and push the quarterback to Hutch, you're still doing your job, and vice versa. So when I go back and I'm looking at the film, I'm watching the line play. I'm clicking each play, and I'm like, he probably should. I know the play called for him to do a stunt, but when it broke down, he probably should have rolled back out and contained Jackson. And there was one play where that happened. He was on the outside, he stunted, he went to the inside, and I'm like, as soon as he went to the inside, Lamar ran up the right. And I'm like, it broke down. You probably should have just sat there. But I get it. That's the play call. But I felt like he had already held the ball for, a couple seconds. At this point, just make sure he can't get out of there. So I look at all of that. So I'm not going to crap on the guy if he, has a down game against the Browns. But if you have a down game against the Browns and then, week 5, 6, 7, I was like, oh man, were you just a flash in the pan? So no, I'm not going, sound the alarm if he has a down game. So that's not me. I try not to get, too crazy and overreact. Really? That's how you gonna do it? Wow, that's how you gonna do me. I see. I got you.
Wait a minute.
With the pinky? Wow. Okay.
Come on, bro. You be, man, come on. Do I got to bring up the draft?
Bring up the draft, man.
Man, we didn't get. They should have been. What, you looking for some DNs?
Listen. I'm going to stand on that.
What happened was?
I'm going to stand on that. We got Tyleek, right? Mm-hmm. Let's pull this up. Because there's one team south of us who ended up picking up 2 of the guys that I, wanted the Lions to look at. Let's pull this up. We got Tyleek. And it wasn't just me. I was at Ford Field during the draft, and you could hear a pin drop. I wanted Pierce. He went 2 picks before us. And, supposedly we tried to trade up to see if we could get him. We didn't get him. It is what it is. And so he went to the Falcons, and then the Falcons ended up getting it was Pierce and what's the guy out of Georgia? Why is his name escaping me? His name is escaping me right now. He's a line. Jalon Walker. It was one of those 2, right? But at the time, he was like, we went, that's available. But I'm not mad that we have him. That's not the guy that I wanted us to get at the time. Now, if we go over to PFF, because this will probably make me eat my words, right? Let's see how he did on defense. He was rated 54 against the run. And on the pass, 57. So he has work to be done. I know he's a guy that eats up space. But I watched the other guys play. I didn't watch Tyleek Williams play. I don't know if you watched Ohio State, but I didn't. I didn't watch him play. So, and I'm not saying that he's a bad player overall, but I had other guys rated higher. But it is what it is. If you try to trade up and no team wants to trade up with you, you try to trade down, no team wants to trade down, you got to take best available. You deal with it, how you have to. I know Jihad was still out there because he got drafted a few picks after us, but I don't know if he would have been a good guy to put at the edge, but, it is what it is. I'll stand on it. I'll eat my words. I don't feel like I'm eating them right now just yet, but we'll see. We'll see what happens at the end of the season. So it is what it is. Really? That's what we doing?
I asked for medium well. God dang.
While my big bro is taunting me right now, let's address the elephant in the room. Every week you guys hear me talk about Terrion Arnold and how he was almost there again. Every week I talk about how he's going to get his first pick. He's getting better, this and that. Let me tell you how much I got laughed at the bar. For supporting him. I got text messages from family members. We won't say who. They weren't the best text messages. They weren't the worst, but they weren't the best, saying, hey, he's not, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? There were multiple people on social media who, one in particular said, this is the weakest guy in Detroit, and it was a picture of, Arnold. I just don't agree. I don't agree. I don't feel like he's going to be a Jeff Okudah. That was a bust. Number 3 overall, and he didn't do anything here. I'm not getting that Okudah vibe from Arnold. I do realize that he holds when he gets beat deep. And so a lot of times he's playing softer coverage. But I feel like he's still improving. He's going to be all right.
Still got plenty game.
Yeah, for sure.
Plenty games. So
they targeted him 5 times. 3 catches, were made. But
where's Tesla?
Oh, we taking it there? It's funny that you asked where was Tesla. I don't know. I felt like I was so focused on the run game that I didn't really question that until the Ravens, went up. And when they went up in the game and we got the ball back, I was like, where, where is he at? I don't know why he's not getting in the game until late. I don't have any answers for that.
Every time they put him in the game, he does something. Mm-hmm. So I don't understand why they're not using him. I mean, I know that, they were doing their thing and it was working, mm-hmm. But this is also a good time to put somebody else that's working. I mean, I get that, but
he was targeted twice. He didn't have any catches. As far as his route running, he was covered both times. But when you got something that's working, it's hard for me to complain. I would like to see him in the game more. But I mean, when you got St. Brown catching 7 out of 8, you got Laporta 100%, you got Gibbs out the backfield catching 5 out of the 6. Can I really be mad? I mean, J-Mo didn't, J-Mo, he was only targeted 3 times. He got, caught 2 of them. But
Sonic and Knuckles.
Can I really be, I can't be mad when you got Sonic and Knuckles doing their thing. So I do want to see him out there more. But when you got something that's working, just stick with it.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens when we go against this Cleveland defense. This Cleveland defense is scary. So, we'll see if, the run game is there, or maybe they want to throw some wrinkles in there and maybe get him out there. But I couldn't complain. I was complaining the first 2 weeks. I can't really complain this week. One thing this is not really a complaint, so don't take this serious. We need these picks, man. These drop picks. I need these picks. Y'all making my blood pressure go up and down. I need y'all to secure the ball and bring these picks in. Again, nothing too serious. Defense balled out. I have 0 complaints, 7 sacks. We played well. Hutch with the punch out.
Man.
You know.
I probably lost my voice on that one, though.
Did you? Did you? Tearing stuff up in the studio?
Yeah, baby. That's what's up. Go. Do it.
Bro. The DJ at the bar was a Ravens fan too.
Ooh.
Ran all the way up to the front, and I'm like, "You good, bro? You good? You know what I'm saying? You need a hug?" He's like, "Man, I'm gonna be all right, man. I'm okay. I'm okay."
Man, they had a DJ there?
Yeah, they had a DJ. Yeah, you gotta come out, man. You gotta come
I'm
out.
coming out.
They had a DJ there.
The next time, yeah.
Real cool dude, but he's like my homeboy. Like, I'll be a Lions fan until they play the Ravens, and then I'm a Ravens fan. So, you know, what are you gonna do? But he didn't look happy. He didn't look happy. During the commercial breaks, he was like,
"Look, I swear, like I told you, you remember the 1 year I was just like, I just need my blood pressure to be on point. I am going against my Detroit Lions that whole year. I'm not rooting for them because I just need my blood pressure right." I was a Baltimore fan, and that was that year. Right at the last couple of seconds of the game, and Baltimore kicked that field goal.
Yeah, that was controversial.
And I was over my boy's house, and his neighbor, I still got the picture in my phone. I had my Baltimore Ravens jersey on, and I'm smiling, and he in the background looking like.
Are you going to admit that was controversial?
What?
That kick?
We ain't talking about that year.
How much time?
We're talking about this year now.
You don't want to talk about that year, right? Okay, that's fine. Let's talk about this year. This year, there was a controversial kick. That field goal did not. When they showed the replay of that field goal, that did not look like it was good.
No, we was texting through that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's garbage.
There's something going on in the NFL with the Ravens against the Lions where, y'all just letting kicks, whether the time run out or it's slightly beyond the goalpost, y'all just say it's good.
Somebody FanDuel or something. They needed that kick.
Yeah. I'm like, that kick, can you show it from a different angle?
I'm looking like, did that didn't go. I'm like, what? That don't look right.
Didn't look good.
And then, like, I look at, most of the time I'm on like a live on TikTok. I'll be on live on that too. And everybody on there was like, that wasn't no field goal. I'm like, right. So we ain't the only ones that seen that. So, I mean.
I thought maybe we were the only ones. Our table was the only one talking about it. From what I heard, everyone else was just like, all right, next play. Whatever. I'm like, nah, something's off about that. Something's off about that kick. That didn't look good.
TikTok was losing their mind on there, boy. That's all you saw in that one I was in. It was like, nope, that's not, that's BS. No, like, that's what I thought. But, of course, they didn't review it. He didn't challenge it, so. But I don't think you can challenge a ref if they call it, if it's already in there, But.
Yeah. So, well, we systematically dismantled them on defense. I have no issue with that. Offensively, we dominated on the ground. Some other stats to go over. We were, 7 of 15 for third down, but the bigger story is the 3 for 3 going for it on fourth down. So we're continuing what we like to do here in Detroit. We're going for it. Red zone efficiency was there, so we're getting back to that. This was a great game overall.
It's on it, but the one thing I do love is the 7 sacks. And
for sure.
We had 0. I most definitely loved and enjoyed that.
Yeah, so can we put that argument to rest? Do we need to bring in another DN?
I don't see it right now.
What would it take for you to say, I think it's time for us to look at, trades or, early round picks for a DN? What would have to happen for you to say, you know what, I was wrong. I think we need to bring somebody in.
If we start losing.
That's it?
A lot of games.
What if we're not losing because of the DN? Wait a minute now.
No. You said trades. You wasn't specific on who. It depends on who's the
what would
cause.
it take? What would it take for you to say we need to bring in a DN, whether it's trades, draft one, whatever?
If our DN's not even taking care of business.
Okay, so not if we losing. Just if the D-line play is not there. Right?
Of course, man. I mean, really. If they doing good, there's no talk about it. But if they're starting to play like trash, of course, they got to go.
Okay.
I mean, that's any of them. It doesn't matter who it is. I mean, if they start playing like trash, like they forgot how to play, they got to go. We here to win. We try to fight.
Well, the bar is going to be a lot higher for Muhammad than it will be, for Hutch. If Hutch has a down game, they like, but it's still Hutch.
Oh,
but they're going to crucify Muhammad if he has a bad game next week.
Yeah.
So
Muhammad does he gotta keep it.
I think he'll be all right. I'm not overly concerned at all about Cleveland's offense. Now the defense, we gotta put some stuff together. I'm not concerned about their offense.
Off a win.
That's what I'm saying. Their defense. I'm not concerned about their offense. So Muhammad should be right there like he was this week.
They beat somebody that we got smoked by.
Our O-line just wasn't working that game though. Like we know why we lost that game. We watched the footage. We saw blown blocks.
Yeah.
Snapping the ball. I see you in front of me. I'm gonna run to the right. Like we know what happened there.
If we lose to them clowns,
to the Browns, I don't see us losing to the Browns. I'm gonna make bold predictions all year. Everyone thought I was crazy for saying we would beat the Ravens, and here I am on the winner side.
Yeah.
So shout out to FanDuel. My ticket did well. But now a lot of other people's tickets that Sunday, didn't do so hot. But I didn't have all those parlays on mine, so I don't care.
Wow. Say shots fired.
Right? So quick prediction for this game. I'm predicting a win.
I think I had them winning. So
what's the line? What's the line on this game?
I know I had them beat now.
The line is we're -9.5. So that's comfortable. That's comfortable. We can beat them by 9-10 points. Yeah, I'm predicting a win. I'm not overly concerned about anything. The game will be here. So to wrap this up, you got any last words before I, go into the conclusion?
Go Hutch. No. Lions,
go Arnold.
No. You say what?
Go Arnold. Go Arnold. Arnold gonna get a pick, bro. This the game. I'm gonna say this the game every game until he get.
My bro would not be happy. Arnold, listen to us. Somebody tag him, hashtag him in this, whatever. My bro is really rooting for you in this pick. If you don't hurry up and get this pick, man.
You gotta get a pick, bro.
You gotta hurry up and get this pick because people texting him and
they are.
It ain't good right now.
You're making me look bad. I have been spot on with pretty much everything, every prediction that I have had for the Lions and their picks. Don't let me down. I'm a Spartan. And when I said we should have got Andre Johnson over Charles Rodgers, they stoned me. Y'all saw what happened. When we got Stafford, I said, good quarterback won't win a championship with him. I watched him all through Georgia. He likes to be the comeback kid. Mm-hmm. Got stoned. What happened? He didn't bring a championship here. He went to L.A.
He went to L.A. and got
So when I say all of this like far in advance before any of this stuff happens, but y'all can always go back and say, Mav was right. Mav said we weren't going to do anything with Stafford. And we weren't going to do anything with Charles Rodgers and all of these. Don't let me down, Arnold. I said you was going to get a pick. I said you were going to be all right. Don't let me down, bro.
There's nothing worse than rooting for somebody and everybody else ain't. That goes back to Broderick. Why you couldn't be better, man?
I told you Broderick was not going to listen. You still got this dude's rookie card?
Yep.
Where is he right now? Do you know where Broderick is? Do we need another hashtag? We had a hashtag this week on the college episode, hashtag who is Towson? Do we need a hashtag of where's Broderick?
Oh, man.
Where's Broderick? Before we wrap this up, we got time. Where's Broderick? Broderick Martin. Where is he? He's with the Chiefs. He's a Chief.
Diggity.
He's a Chief.
Okay.
Are you a Chiefs fan now? They're not looking too good, but are you a Chiefs fan right now?
I like KC.
Okay.
I mean, you know.
So you can start watching some of their games. No?
What? I watch KC games.
Okay.
I mean,
watch him not do anything.
Oh, wow.
Watch him.
Oh, man.
That's what you can watch. Yeah.
Wow. I hope.
Guess who
look, there's nothing wrong with rooting for somebody and you thinking, I mean, you can always be wrong. You can be wrong about Arnold.
I could be wrong about Arnold.
You could be. We both could be watching him somewhere else not doing nothing.
I'm rooting for a starter. And you were rooting for someone who's never. I get it, man. He got a little Rudy story going on. He walked on to the Chiefs. They're playing Baltimore, by the way. Let's see if he gets in the game and if, maybe they can use him against Lamar Jackson or, Henry. Shout out to Henry for crying on the bench. You will be the thumbnail of this episode, by the way. But yeah,
man, he was hurt. His feelings is crushed.
Yeah.
I mean, man, his helmet bounced like a basketball. I like, is this football? Because he was trying to.
He threw a temper tantrum.
Tried to put it on there and flew all on the bench. And so
and I got the picture.
I'm like,
you want to see it?
Did he really do that? Did he just really flop on the bench? I mean, golly.
This is the thumbnail, y'all. This is a little sneak peek. That is the thumbnail of this episode. So when you see this, just know the episode is out. Look for that. Look for that picture.
Wow.
Look for that picture later today. But yeah, so hashtag. No, we need a new hashtag because now we know where he is. Hashtag will Broderick play this season? Let's get that going. We got hashtag who was Towson for college, and we got hashtag will Broderick play.
Sitting on the bench, man.
You got your card near you? Is it in the studio?
Yeah, it's in the studio.
Okay. He's got a Broderick Martin card. For those of you who didn't see that episode, he's rooting for Broderick Martin. You know what? Perfect. Hashtag who had a better season? And it'll be Broderick Martin and Terry and Arnold.
No, we ain't doing that.
Wait, what?
No.
What?
We ain't doing that.
Hey,
by the end of the season, he will have some playing time over.
Hey, man, you got to stand beside him, man.
Fine.
Yeah.
I stand with him through the season.
That's right.
At the end of the season, we'll see how much playing time he got.
That's right. Who did better, Terry and Arnold or Broderick Martin?
And don't get it twisted. I like Arnold too. So I don't want people out there thinking, oh, you really picking Arnold? No, I'm just.
He does.
Huh?
He was making a point. He likes Arnold. He was just making a point of, sometimes you root for people that other people think are trash. And right now, we kind of both in that camp because people they really are sending me text messages and Instagram DMs and stories saying that he's trash. And I refuse to believe it. We'll have to see what happens. So far, statistics were on my side leading into the end of that last season because he improved in the back half of the season. Right now, it's kind of looking iffy. But we're going to see. We're going to see. We do have DBs on our team that have done worse, especially in the last game. But we're going to see. We're going to see. So this 38-30 victory over the Baltimore Ravens was way more than just a win that moved the Lions to 2-1 in the season. So after a rough season opener and an offseason filled with rumors about losing both coordinators, this game served as a powerful declaration. This was a statement to the rest of the league that the Detroit Lions aren't just contenders, they're bullies, built to physically impose their will on opponents until they break. Their Super Bowl odds have already improved to plus 1,100, ranking them fifth best in the NFL. Their playoff chances have surged, but more importantly, this win solidified their identity after an incredible run to the NFC Championship game. So what do you guys think in the comments? Let us know if you guys think that they're right back where they needed to be and that they should be considered the favorites along with Philly to win the Super Bowl, or if you think these were just, two fluky games that they won. The 90 combined points that they scored in their last two games is the most in a two-game span for the franchise since 1962. That's a clear sign that the offense is firing on all cylinders. This wasn't just a victory. It was a return to form and a warning. The Lions are here, they're healthy, and they're built, little asterisks. Most are healthy, not Mr. Glass. But they're built to win in the trenches, where games and championships are truly decided. For Blue Collar Blitz Podcast, I'm your host, Matt.
Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. We ain't going to end it like that, are we? Wait a minute. Oh, you foul. Oh, look, I know we usually end this with the final thoughts, but God, really? You still talking about my man? God, look, right now, we tied for the NFC right now.
The memes are coming. The memes are coming. For Blue Collar Blitz Podcast, I'm your host, Maverick.
And I'm Big O.
We'll see you next time. Y'all stay safe out there. Stay healthy. Drink your water.